Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk about how to make really beautiful opt-ins for your subscribers. So this is one question I get all the time is like, what can I offer my subscribers and how do I make them? So if you read my post 16 content upgrade ideas to build your subscriber list specifically for Christian bloggers, there's a whole list of things that you can offer them. So today I'm going to kind of show you some easy ways to make these things. All right, so we're going to hop over here into Canva. So one of the things that I mentioned in the post was about making maybe printable scripture cards. These are super easy. People can print them out. You can make them in black and white for those that don't want to waste their printer ink, or you can just make them in color and then they can print it out in black and white. I try to keep the color to a minimum on some of them, but then other ones I go kind of really crazy on. You can see this one here. It's really pretty with the pinks and the greens. And these are created simply on a 11 by 8.5. So basically a piece of paper, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. So turned sideways. And so I made it using the custom. So let me hop over here. So create a design. And I do it this way again, so that they'll be able to print it out on like a regular sheet of paper. So from here, you can just change this to inches and so width would be 8.5, height is 11, and then it'll just be sideways. I'm sorry, that should have been the other way. But you get my point. So it'll be 11 in the first and 8.5 in the second one. Okay, so to get them kind of evenly spaced, since you don't actually have a ruler on here, what I did, so these lines I've already put here. These are just lines. So basically you just come over here to line and get this one here. I made it a dark color at first just to get them lined up, and I took it down to make it a little skinnier, and then I brought it, kind of across to how I want it. But before you do that, you want to kind of like segment. So I took get out of this, and I scaled it down, right? And then I kind of just started, so I put a line here, and then I would see if it fit evenly, and I just kind of kept doing that, and then I'd move my line over on, both of these until, so these aren't exactly, all three of them are not probably exactly the same, to the millimeter or whatever, but they're good enough. And then you just do a line down the middle to break it in half. You can do that. You could also do it, let me get rid of that, as a 4 to a sheet, so to make them a little bigger. And that is actually a lot easier because then you could just take your line. So let me get darker so you can see it, and just kind of come down until you see right here, you see that it's telling you it's centered. That dotted line is right there, so I put it right on there, and then you do the same thing with the center one, and then now it's centered. So I took mine to be a very, very light shade of gray, just so if they do print it out, when they cut through the lines, that it's not so that you can't really see it. So now where do I get all of these really pretty things? So honestly, there are things in Canva, you can come over here and type birds or flowers or whatever. But, you really want to stand out from what most other people are using. Everyone's using what they can get for free from Canva. And so I'm sure you've all seen, like as you see more and more things from other bloggers, not just Christian bloggers, but bloggers in general, like you kind of start like, oh my gosh, I have that image too on my stuff. Like, how do you set yourself apart to where you're not using the exact same stuff that everyone else is? And so obviously if you have the paid version of Canva, there are additional things in here that you can use. But still, I try to shy away from that as much as possible. And so if you sign up for the emails for sites like, let me see if I can pull this down here, design bundles, font bundles, Creative Mart, there's a whole bunch of them. They'll all be listed down in the info below the video. sign up for their email list, and every week and every month you'll be able to download a whole bunch of new stuff. So on design bundles, and then there's font bundles here, both of them, they're owned by the same company. Obviously one site's more about fonts, the other one's more about everything else. So you can simply go to free designs on both of them, free fonts on that one. And you can see there's a lot of stuff on here. I mean, there is clip art, there's fonts, wallpaper. Oh my gosh, there's just so much. That was the font one. So here's this, textures, you know, these can be used for background. You know, if you want to make a pretty background style, you know, here's some paper too. These would be great for making Pinterest pins. But then you also have all of this really pretty, I don't know what you call it, like clip art, kind of watercolors and things like that. So here's the one I actually am using in, oh my goodness, I meant to open that. In this one here, there you go. So this little bird and the flower and this one here, I used two different ones on this, and then I just alternated them. That actually came from this collection. So all of these are completely free, and the majority of them actually give you both the personal and commercial license, meaning you can use them for personal use, or if you're going to create digital products for your readers, maybe like to sell, you can use most of these in that too. And so as you can see, there's even stuff in the holiday, kids things, there's mock-ups. I mean, there's just like so many different things here. So what I do, I have a folder on my computer, and every month I come in here and I literally download. I don't download these because you can just make this yourself, but the wallpapers and the floral, and you know, some of these mock-ups, I do those too because you never know, like at Easter to make a really cool Instagram picture or something. And I just save them all to my desktop. I save them to a file on a computer. So these will be free for a set period of time, and then the free will expire. And then if you want it, you have to buy it. So just come in here once a month and just download things that you might not use now, but you maybe could foresee in the future. You can see, you know, they have these. There's even really cute stuff like kids things. There's even some coloring pages already made. I really wouldn't use those. I'd make your own, and I'm going to show you that. The pink peonies. So anyway, download all of these and save them. And then also with your fonts. So in order to upload your own fonts into Canva, you do have to use, you do have to have the paid version. So for most people, I don't recommend the paid version of Canva because you can do so much with Canva on the free version, especially if you're getting all this free stuff. But in order to upload fancy fonts, you will need the paid version. And so that's actually the reason I ended up upgrading to the paid version of Canva, is simply so I could upload my own fonts. And I'll show you why here in just a moment. So every month there's a whole bunch of free fonts that you can download. I mean, some of them are really cool, block fonts, fancy cursive fonts, different things. So get signed up for these. Like I said, the links are in down below the video. And so basically, you would just come in here. So I actually make these for my readers now. I do one where I put a Bible verse. So as you can see, the theme of this one is love. So these are all Bible verses about love. And that's just the same picture on it. But I also make just a blank one. So they could literally download this and then upload it back into their own Canva, and then all they have to do is write their own little verses on here. And so that's something super easy. Just make a bunch of these blank ones. So I did it the same with the birdies, so you can see that one, and then this was another one, and then the blank ones. And so either way, whether you want to make it with these or just make blank ones for your readers. I mean, people love to have things that are already made that they can just throw their own words into. Save it. And then you can send it to them as a digital file, as a PNG or a JPEG. Don't save it as a PDF. And then upload it back into Canva, and then they can write their own stuff in it. So another thing that I've talked about is making for your readers, and this could be content upgrades, or this could be just stuff that you give your readers, because I actually have a resource library where I add stuff. So they're not all necessarily opt-ins, but for my readers that have already joined my email list, I have a special resource library that's password protected, and every month I add just stuff into that library for the readers I already have. And so these are Bible coloring pages. So again, this is on your standard 8.5 by 11. And so this is where those fancy fonts, because these, not all, now there are a few block fonts that come with Canva, but I want to kind of set mine apart from everyone else's. So being able to use all of those fancy fonts that I get from these free sites then enables me to just really get creative. But you can also find, so I'm not going to scroll through the free ones to show you this, but let's see, you can just type in black, white, clip art. Just to show you. So some of these will be in the free elements, but just showing you. So florals, doodle clip art. And so, in Canva, obviously, you can type in, you need to go here to elements, heart. And so these are the standard fonts that I could use, but I could search over here for and it'll give me anything with hearts. So you can see here some hearts and arrows, some flourishes. Now these are paid, but again, if you scroll through the free list, you will find some of these things as well. There's some other hearts. And so that's what I've done with some of mine. So this is just one that I have. These are different floral elements that I've downloaded for free. Some of them come from Canva. Some of them are the free ones I've gotten from these sites. And then some I just really, really liked. And so I actually bought the package so that I could use it for various things. So this would be the case if you wanted something really spectacular in a Bible verse, like a big pretty bird made out of flowers or something. I mean, there's plenty of those that you can find. Not always free, but most of the things you can see, I mean, there's stuff for like $3 or $4, $5. I mean, there's some more expensive ones, but there's just a lot of really cool stuff over here. And once you have it, once you've downloaded it to computer, you can use it multiple times. I have one other one that I made. Let me see if I can find it here. I have so much stuff here. Okay, we won't scroll, but you can see this one here. These are some other ones that I've made in the past. These are coloring pages. This is my landing or my promotional image for them. But you can see, the butterflies, there's more flowers, there's just all sorts of components to it. So again, these are just really great ideas to offer your readers, things to make when you're like, I just don't know what to give them. Just make some simple stuff and test it out. Scripture cards, these are great for children if you do homeschool. They don't even have to be scripture. These are great ways to make flashcards for the kids. There's plenty of child elements that you can find. I actually just downloaded some really cute ones yesterday that are more for kids. You can see here, there's like dragonflies, again, the Halloween elements, ice cream party. I mean, there's just so many different things in here. Here's some with cats. So again, whatever it is that your audience is, whatever your niche, there's plenty of elements that you could use. But these coloring pages, and again, these coloring pages you can make on a full-size sheet, but you could also make them this size or the 4, like this one, make them a little smaller. These would be great for kids, like for you know, when you have just a few minutes, but you just need to keep the kids busy for a moment, that they could color on these. These would be great to use for Bible study lessons for the children on Sunday, because you only have like an hour with them. And so something simple they could color. Now for us older women, we like a little more technical detail to have to color, but there are plenty of art designs that are, you know, are bigger and aren't as detailed that would be perfect for the children. So some other things, you know, this here, 75 Verses to Pray, this was an ebook that one of my students had. And so we were just trying to dress it up a little. So I ended up doing this for her. And all of these elements, the little green tree looking thing in the bushes, these were all free elements that I had downloaded from design bundles. So as you can see, as I just kind of scroll through, I mean, there's just so many different things that you can do. Keep it simple, but, you know, dress them up. Make use of these free things. You may never think, like, I will never use that. Download it anyway. You just never know. And then, of course, you save this to your desktop or save it to your computer, and then upload it to your share drive. And so I'll just show you real quick in case you're not sure how to do that. So I have Gmail, Google, and so in here you have your drive, and so this is a cloud drive, and when you upload your files to it, so I have it synced to my computer, so when I save it, it automatically uploads it here. So I have different files here, but let's say this was the folder. So here's the scripture cards filled in. And so I could give them, so if you right click on this folder, get the shareable link for the entire folder, or open the folder up and then get the shareable link for one of the specific files in there. And then you give them that, says can view, so they can't edit it, but you give them this link here, and then when they click on it, they have access to download the file from your share drive. So it won't impact your drive, it won't change the file or anything, but they're able to download and save it to their own computer. And so that's how you would deliver it to them. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you some ideas. You know, scripture cards, even things like, you know, little sayings that they could share on Instagram. So you would make those in the Instagram template that's already pre-sized. But, you know, people are always looking for, even if they're not bloggers, you know, the women or people that follow your blog in particular, give them some ideas of things that they could maybe share on their own social media if that's something that they do. Your checklists, you know, dress them up a little bit. Be mindful with printouts, other than these scripture cards, of course. But when you do checklists or other printables like calendars or planners or things like that, go easy on the color with them. So it would be recommended to make it a white background with the lines being a minimal color. Even, you know, this is gray, but even like a lighter pink or something would be fine, because if they do print it out, you know, color does take a lot out of the printer, and color cartridges are more expensive. So be minimal with the color use on those types of printable digital files. But for these other things, I mean, if you wanted to make like something they could print out and hang on their wall, like a pretty verse or something like that, you know, the sky's the limit. But hopefully this gave you some ideas and showed you how easy it really is to make these things using the free resources that you can get from these websites. So let me know if you have any questions, leave us a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.